Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a look at the rise and fall of Dream, from Minecraft YouTuber to cheating, lying, and toxic stance. Now, if you've never heard of Dream before, I don't blame you, because I only really found out about Dream roundabout at the time when the controversies were coming out. And I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I think there have been certain points in my life where I feel like I've lost interest in something, or I simply didn't want to do something anymore. It was ironically, I can pretty much tell you the date and where I was when the day came when I finally decided that I just about hated animation. I could tell you that exact same day, and it was even before I joined university, believe it or not. So that's like not a good start. I think it was like August 10th, 2016 at about 4:30 in the afternoon. That was the day when I absolutely I couldn't deal with it anymore. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it was sort of like when these controversies around some guy called Dream came out is when I lost my interest in video games for a little while. It was because, well, it was about how big apparently this guy was, and now all of a sudden he's just the biggest joke in the gaming community, even more than DSP, and that's astounding in every way. I don't think he's nearly as bad as someone like Wings, for example, but Johnny has got to go out there and defend his title whenever he wants to, whether it's him saying the N-word or DSP putting on the Nazi hat. But aside from that, there's actually very little I do know about Dream, so I'm relying on my good friend Internet Ajay to help us out. So I hope you guys are ready for it, because maybe we can all learn something from this. Mainly, don't cheat. That's always a good start. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. The rise and fall of Dream in 3, 2, 1, and...
I was just going to say, because I went on a podcast with him, and he was telling this story about, like, he always knew he was going to blow up, and his advice to up-and-comers was to be super confident to the point of arrogance.
Before I even posted my first video, there was, like, this 6-month period where I was like...
You know what, I'm just going to say this for the record right now. Moist Critical, I haven't technically talked about him a great deal on this channel, but Moist Critical is, now the more I think about it, the sort of guy that has sort of molded this sort of style of how I do these videos. There's no fancy editing, there's no super special awesome special effects. It's just me talking in front of a camera and giving my hot take to literally anybody who asks, or even just those who are curious, let's say. So I actually owe Critical quite a lot in terms of how this channel came to be the way it is, but I think at some point I'll talk about it in more detail in the later videos, but I think that's a good way to start.
You know what? Like, it can't be that hard to do YouTube. So I was like, let me look into it. Let me do the research. Let me read about it. Let me watch videos on it. I had no idea. I had no idea that I was going to get to this point this quickly, but I was being cocky. I was being cocky. I was to the point where I was like bragging, like, yeah, I'm gonna be at 1 million subs. And
he said he used to leverage favors from the community by promising them he'd blow up and remember them.
I had no subs, and I was trying to get a favor from somebody because I thought it would help me. It was really dumb. I wanted some like rank on some server that would then help me get my name out there, and I was asking for it for free. And he was like, no, I'm not gonna get you. I was like, oh, I promise you, when I blow up, I will pay you back. And he was like, no, you're not gonna blow up. I was like, no, you know me, I'm gonna blow up. And he's like, no, you won't. I was being dumb and cocky, but then again, I feel like that's kind of the attitude you have to have in order to greatly succeed in a certain field.
Hello boys and female boys, Sundar Pichai here, the Prime Minister of India. Today, I'm going to be talking about Dream. He's a popular faceless Minecraft YouTuber who currently has over 21 million subscribers. His videos get tens of millions of views on average, and he's known for his speedruns and hunter videos. However, there's a dark side to Dream's success that has been swept under the rug. For one, Dream recently admitted to cheating during his Minecraft speedruns back in October 2020 after initially lying about it. In addition, some of his followers are so intense that they are literally known as Dream stans. They revere him so much that they attempt to cancel, dox, and harass his detractors. This is the hidden truth of Dream. Before I get into the video, I just want to thank today's sponsor, Keeps. Did you know that 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they turn 35? Well, the best way to prevent hair loss is to do something about it while you still have hair left. I mean, I'm in my 20s and already noticing some balding. Not to worry though, with Keeps, a licensed doctor can review your information online and recommend the right hair loss treatment plan for you. Then your treatment will be shipped directly to your door every 3 months. Keeps offers generic versions of the FDA-approved medicines for hair loss, which makes it more affordable. Check out some of these crazy before and after photos. Keeps treatments typically take between 4 to 6 months to see results, so it's important to act fast. The sooner you start using Keeps, the more hair you can save. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/Ajay or click the link in the description to receive 50% off your first order. That's keeps.com/Ajay. Dream's real name is Clay, and he created his channel in 2014 and uploaded a few basic Minecraft videos that didn't get much attention. His channel then lay dormant for several years, but he eventually returned to it in mid-2019. You see, PewDiePie was playing Minecraft again, which stirred more interest in the game. Dream, deciding to capitalize on this trend, made videos that revolved around PewDiePie. One of the first videos he made was on finding PewDiePie's Minecraft seed, a task with a 2 to the power of 64 chance of success. A Minecraft seed is basically a code the game uses to generate worlds, and everyone wanted PewDiePie's. And well, Dream took on that challenge.
So with a single village, we can bring the possible matching seeds from 2 to the power of 64 to 2 to the power of 60, which is actually a lot. So I asked him if we would be able to use biomes, which would be much easier to get. He told me yes, but not until we had already narrowed down the seeds using structures. He said theoretically you could actually do everything using only seeds, but it would take millions of years.
The video he made demonstrated his incredible determination and drive early on.
I mean, I suppose so. Like when you really decide to come back, I mean, it's not like this channel has a thing about coming back from the brink of obscurity a few times. I mean, that's never happened to me before, has it? But anyway, let's get on.
With the help of the community, he found the seed. He then made an unsolved mystery series exploring secret oddities of the universe, which was very popular. And over the next 6 months, his subscriber count went from 1,000 to 1 million. However, Dream was always confident about his success and wrote this on Twitter. I told my sister 4 months ago that this time I was ready and was going to blow up. I bet my friends I would hit 300k before a year. This was when I had 1k. I worked my ass off learning about YouTube and the algorithm. I studied YouTubers. I made a plan. I studied Reddit. Well, his efforts clearly paid off. Later on, Dream transitioned to making videos about speedruns. Speedruns in Minecraft are a playthrough performed with the intention of completing it as fast as possible. Only extremely skilled players can navigate the map efficiently and effectively enough to get a good time. And Dream was exceptional, he was clearly skilled. Some even claimed that he was the best in the game. Beyond his talents, Clay's videos were incredibly fun to watch. He lightheartedly laughed with other players and used music to set the mood for particular scenes. For example, in one speedrunner vs Hunter video, he played a heart beating when he was about to be caught by George to build suspense, but then changed it to more exciting music when he was chasing him.
Oh my god, is it?
No, it's
not.
actually quite clever, that.
Wait, are you nearby? Dream?
Yeah,
Are you near?
maybe.
You're not. Where are you?
Oh, you see me? No! 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 Oh my heart. How are you catching me? No, the skeleton! No! No! Yes! Yes!
Clay's style was unique and always kept viewers wanting more. As a result, he went from 1 million to 15 million subscribers in just 1 year. His growth was absolutely insane and unthinkable in the already saturated sphere of Minecraft. Dream also created an extremely popular server called the Dream SMP, which had multiple other players like George Not Found, his roommate Sapnap, and Bad Boy Halo. However, with massive growth came massive drama. In fall of 2020, Dream was accused of cheating during several speedruns. You see, Dream competed in a category called any % random seed glitchless. What this means is that everything is random and you can't use glitches. This in turn makes the game more difficult since you can't rely on previous experiences or mods. Now in Minecraft speedrunning, you win by killing the Ender Dragon, which is the final boss. In order to reach the Ender Dragon though, you need to make a portal. And to make a portal, you need Ender Pearls and Blaze Rods. One way to get Ender Pearls is to trade with piglins, creatures who give them out at low rates in exchange for gold. For Blaze Rods, you need to kill Blazes, a hostile mob. So there's a lot of luck needed to get fast times. But if it all goes well, players are able to post their record times on speedrun.com for glory. Stunningly, Clay set off a nuclear explosion when he posted a 5th ranked time in version 1.16 after live streaming 6 speedrunning attempts. Unfortunately, the moderation team discovered that he received a suspiciously high number of drops. As a result, they accused him of cheating and modifying the game. On December 11, 2020, the head speedrun moderator, GeoSquare, released a video along with a 29-page statistical analysis to illustrate why he and others thought Dream cheated. Yes, you heard that correctly, a team of Minecrafters wrote a goddamn mathematical paper to prove their point. You just can't make this shit up. In the video, GeoSquare pointed out Dream achieved 42 successful trades out of 262, which was way higher than other top runners.
And it showed that random piglin barters performed throughout these streams yielded significantly higher Ender Pearl drop rates. Dream getting an astounding 42 successful trades out of 262 possible trades. These results are exceptional, as they are not only substantially greater than their expected values, but perhaps more notably, substantially greater than the rates from other top-level runners.
The analysis also showed that the likelihood Dream could have actually gotten those drops was astronomically low. 8.04 times 10 to the negative 7 to be exact, or 0.0000804%. Dream's time was then removed. In response to these accusations, Dream posted on Twitter stating that he felt that Geo was clickbaiting his name for views. My 1.16 run was just rejected after research due to being too unlikely to verify. A video was made by a head mod and YouTuber GeoSquare using my name and clickbaiting cheating speedrunning in order to get easy views. Definitely a response soon. Total BS. Mods told him they believed there was bias with the verdict. Currently have multiple moderators messaging me that they believe that the verdict was biased and that they might quit the mod team. What kind of investigation was this? 2 days after those tweets, Clay also clarified why he didn't provide his mod folder to the team. He claimed he modified it later for the SMP server so it wasn't accurate. However, he did provide a link for his world file. Just to clear up some misinformation regarding the speedrunning thing. In GeoSquare's video, he says that I didn't provide them with my mod folder because I said I delete it frequently. This obviously makes me look suspicious, and a lot of people are bringing it up. I provided everything the mods ever asked for to them, so this is false. I also never said that I delete them frequently, and GeoSquare has admitted this and apologized. The only time I was ever asked anything regarding my mods folder was 10 days after my speedrun. I was asked if I had modified it because they wanted to check modification dates. I obviously said that I had because it had been 10 days and I changed what mods I'm using depending on what version I'm on. Dream SMP is 1.16.3, speedrunning is 1.16.1, servers 1.8, etc. In an act of transparency, I'm linking a download to my 1.16 19-minute world file below. This was uploaded less than 10 minutes after the stream. This includes the mod packs folder as well as logs that list every mod that was loaded at the time, no custom mods. The next day, he posted on Twitter apologizing for the way he acted. Also, on a semi-related note, I want to apologize to the mod team for some harsh things I've said since the video came out. Although I have reason to be upset, I have no reason to act like a baby. I tend to act before I think when I receive intense criticism.
Fair enough.
On December 23rd, 2020, Dream published a response video in a 19-page report called The Critique of Dream Investigation Results with the help of a Harvard astrophysicist. Yes, he hired an actual astrophysicist from Harvard to help him write a response. Unfortunately, multiple Redditors analyzed it in the subreddit r/statistics and found quite a few errors. As a result, the astrophysicist sent another response admitting he made some mistakes and concluded by saying Dream likely cheated. While some of the issues of the Minecraft speedrunning team response to my original critique were valid, I disagree with their assessment on others. After including their considerations, especially of the number of speedrunners to compare to, I reevaluate the odds from 1 in 10 million to about 1 in 100 million and still think that an upper board of 1 in 75 trillion is too strong. But either way, the probabilities were almost certainly modified, and this provides very strong evidence that Dream cheated. However, Dream still stuck to his guns and refused to admit to any wrongdoings despite his own astrophysicist's findings. No, he wouldn't confess until May 30th, 2021 when he posted a now deleted link to a pastebin document called About Speedrunning on Twitter. In it, he stated, "It was a shitty and unfortunate situation where I felt like I couldn't defend myself anymore in good faith without feeling bad, but I also didn't have any intention of cheating." He then said he originally planned to wait a few years before telling the full story because he was tired of controversy. I figured it's out of the way and it would be a story I would tell in a few years when no one really cared. I told a couple people and just felt like the community had been through enough drama and that it was pointless. I didn't want to be the center of controversy for the 100th time. Clay appeared to brush a lot of the drama under the rug, and it seemed like he wasn't taking his error as seriously as he should have. Some even accused him of thinking he was above the law and immune to consequences. The fact that he knowingly lied while fans attacked and harassed GeoSquare and others demonstrated just how intensely his actions impacted the community. Overall, the situation was a bad look and damaged his reputation. However, the majority of his fans looked the other way and even defended him. You see, Dream's fanbase had a big problem. There were a lot of stans. The word stan originates from Eminem's song Stan, where he had a crazy stalker, but basically means a superfan. And boy, Dream stans were a new breed of toxic. They had a history of doxing people, giving death threats, and obsessing over him at an unhealthy level. Some even posted nude, gore-laden drawings of Clay.
Wow, that's...
Hey, I'm Talon, and this is Rumpus, and I'm going to show
That's
you how
like
to start an
taking
online
things
t-shirt
safe.
business. Let's go. First, go to shop.
That's like taking things, in my opinion, a bit too far. Is that Dream, like, could they just, like, leave this well enough alone? Like, what's the point in, like, dragging this out longer than it needs to? That seems like really petty and, like, unhealthy to do. But that's just me, I suppose.
The YouTuber Cavos pointed out some of them here.
Here's one. Disembowelment not safe for work. To be honest, the thought that Dream could potentially see this arouses me beyond belief. The image is of Dream being gutted / disemboweled. Obviously, I can't show the real thing. It's absolutely vile. There's this weird trend among these stands of making the most outrageous, not safe for work content they can. Flash gore. Haha, look, Dream, but he's bleeding. An image of Dream with multiple bone deep and skin deep slashes across his body, dismembered with his intestines spilling out all over his penis. That is dripping.
Dream's stan culture was without a doubt concerning. In March 2021, Dream stans attacked Twitch personality Casey Tron after she posted a tweet satirizing stans who defended gay baiting streamers. Stans be like, oh my god, it's so funny when my fave streamers gay bait every other joke but let me cancel this person for breathing. So wholesome. Gay baiting is when straight people pander to a queer audience by insinuating a homosexual relationship. Based on the tweet, the stans assumed Casey was talking about Dream and George Not Found as they often flirted with each other on stream. They then went through her old tweets and discovered that she used Ave, or African American vernacular English, and accused her of being racist. In addition, the stans doxed her and sent her death threats. Casey then wrote this on Twitter. Now the stans are reaching, trying to cancel me for Ave for using the phrase stans be like because I brought up a point they don't want to be confronted with, but thanks for further proving my point. Eventually, Dream caught wind of the situation and hopped on a Discord call with her. The two then had a peaceful discussion and he agreed that extreme stans were problematic, which helped diffuse the drama.
I don't know. Since the beginning of the internet, people.
Yeah,
people
no,
talk
you're
and
right.
do these
It's been
horrible
going
things.
on a long time.
So you would publicly denounce those people, like the stands of yours that do that.
Oh, of course. But the thing is, my stands, obviously do the same thing and report accounts that do things like that, and anybody who posts things like that will get shunned out of the community. I don't consider them a part of the community.
Good.
And it is in that case, I will say it is a minority, obviously, for it is a vast, in terms of doxing and stuff. And most of those people are using burner accounts, and because they know that if they used their own accounts and things, they would get held accountable. They'd get people, going after them and saying it's totally wrong. So,
Casey,
Have you-
how many times? I'm sorry, Casey. How many times have you been doxxed since this started? Multiple.
Yeah, I've had my address posted multiple times today, and then
It is interesting to note though, as of the making of this video, his Twitter bio still says Dream stands supremacy unless you're toxic. It seems like he hasn't and still isn't willing to denounce his stands entirely. Dream's unusual relationship with his fans continued when he compared them to kittens on a post from his alt Twitter account. I can say that I love kittens even if I've not personally interacted with every kitten. I've interacted with enough to know that I have a lot of care and affection for all of them. If I'm told about a kitten being hurt or going through something rough, my heart can hurt. I genuinely love and care about you guys, and that's the best way I can describe it. You are like a whole bunch of kittens and I love you. Not every creator will feel the same as me, and that's fine, but I'm being genuine every time I say it. I love you and care about you. The YouTube community then criticized him for this poor analogy as they felt he was using the parasocial relationship he had with his fans for views and money. Dream was accused of this again with his merchandise. This was because the clothing was very expensive and just featured a smiley face. However, Clay's mostly young fans unsurprisingly bought his merch in droves, which led to him being called out for scamming them or at the very least being greedy. Although Dream definitely has a dark side, is it perhaps overblown? Is he just an innocent Minecrafter with people out to get him? Well, in January 2021, he was doxxed after he posted a picture of his kitchen to Twitter. In a twit longer, he revealed that a group attempted to release his information because they thought he was egotistical. Recently, a dox was released by a group of individuals in an attempt to harass and expose me. They said that they did this due to the fact that I was egotistical and that I was not a good person in general. Obviously, whether someone is a good person is completely up for debate, but regardless of that, no one deserves to be harassed past in that way. This group of people attempted to release information about my family, about me, and about my friends. Obviously, some things were true and others were false. With millions of subs, Dream is a big target, and it's downright wrong that people are willing to threaten him by revealing his face and private information. I mean, Dream even said his ex-girlfriend of 3 years who cheated on him considered exposing his identity. It's definitely not easy dealing with pressure like that. In February 2021, Dream accused the YouTuber John Swan for impersonating him and saying the N-word as well as other harmful things. However, when he confronted John about the situation, he lied and the commentary community supported him. In fact, they thought Dream got the wrong guy and was making a grave mistake. Sadly, John later revealed that he was lying the entire time. This was an interesting turn of events, as Dream, the guy with the toxic fan base, was right about his suspicions. The situation honestly added to his credibility. On March 26, 2021, he got into controversy again when he was accused of saying the N-word in a video. And the video spread around the internet faster than the speed of herpes.
Me?
Should I go
My
bomb him?
friend's a mod. Well, you can bring your friend in the live stream too. I'm sure he'd enjoy himself as well.
Bop, bop.
Bop, bop.
As a result, the hashtag DreamIsOver party trended on Twitter. However, Dream quickly responded to the situation by saying, "Just so people are aware, people are sharing a video of some guy saying the N-word and saying it's me, as well as a random account with a gross name history and saying it's mine. Neither are me very clearly. People are disgusting. Just so it's here and not just on my private account, I didn't have the account name Delta Ninja ever, not me. I wasn't Dream until 2019, and the people who originally spread this obviously know it's fake and are trolling. Hashtag DreamIsOver party." Later, it was revealed that Clay had purchased a Dream account in 2019 and someone else who used it said the N-word. Dream was exonerated, and the experience simply added fuel to the fire in his mind that he was always the target of internet drama. After all, people didn't do the proper research before accusing him and instead succumbed to a mob mentality. In June 2021, Dream was doxxed again after he appeared in a video on Anthony Padilla's channel. This time, pictures of his face were posted to the internet. He then released a tweet longer stating that the photos were fake. Overall, Dream has made some very poor decisions in his career. He definitely has a dark side, but is still a largely positive force in the Minecraft community. He has many members in his SMP server and makes videos that entertain millions. His 2 songs Road Trip and Mask were also very successful. And let's not forget, he has also demonstrated good qualities like loyalty as evidence when he stood by his friends and left Minecraft Monday after they were mistreated. He's a young creator and achieved a tremendous amount of fame and success very quickly. So it's natural there was a learning curve and he was bound to make mistakes along the way. I definitely think he could be more active in trying to minimize the toxicity of his fan base, and it was wrong to cheat and lie about it. Hopefully, going forward, Dream will learn to better himself and make informed decisions that will create a community that will last for years to come. Only time will tell what the future has in store for Dream, and I'd love to see him continue his incredible success. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, please consider giving me a big thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Oh, and feel free to follow me on Twitter at InternetAjay.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I do agree that I think in situations like they say it's not particularly very difficult about being famous sometimes, because part of the time you've just got to learn to you've got to be perfect 24/7, and unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it's just something you can't do because it's not something that is even close to being realistic. And the problem is that when you portray yourself with that level of, not so much like a level of arrogance, but something you did kind of predict, but I think Dream is an alright guy, but his stands are admittedly, they cause far more problems, because even to the hardest of detractors from Dream, even they will probably go to the extent and say that if you are just gonna slag him off all this time, then just go somewhere else, go slag somebody else off. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, there's the question of, well, it's hardly so much it's sort of like a rise and a bit of a stagnant place of Dream. I feel as if we've far from heard from the last of this guy, and I think he'll probably just trying something different. Maybe if he wants to get back in, break in to be one of the most watched of them all time, is to just keep it fresh. Do something where cheating is vehemently punished. And I think he can do that. So, if Dream, if he really wanted to, I reckon Dream could just do it in an instant. I know fine well that I could probably do stuff like that in an instant, as long as I had the time to do it. But it's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen, that certainly from where I'm sitting right now is that, well, at least now we get some context, and we know that. Well, it's a little bit short on the surface because, well, Dream's controversies aren't technically too huge, and honestly, again, I would think to myself, why is this so important? But I think it's quite necessary for someone like for Dream just to get back in action. But again, that's just me. I could be pulling that out of my ass. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to the rise and fall of Dream. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the video for yourselves. And I will hope to love you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.